At last, we're getting on to using two colours. So we're going to continue on the same sample that you've been working, and we're going to add in our second colour. Now what we have to do now is work one row in the main colour, which is the colour you've already started with, and then we have to work on a circular needle because you then have to slide your stitches back to work the row in the second colour. So you work two right side rows in effect, one in your main colour and one in your second colour, which for me is going to be a bright orange. And then you turn and you do two rows the other way as well, two wrong side rows in effect, one in the main colour and one in the contrast colour. Okay, so you need a circular needle or long double pointed needles. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit more, and here's my second colour ready. Now the first row is in the main colour, the colour we've already grown to know and love, and it's just a normal brioche row. So this is a right side row, so I'm going to knit the first one, yarn forward, slip one, yarn over and knit. So just exactly as we have been doing all the way to the end of the row. Now you've had quite a bit of practice in this now. I hope you're feeling a bit more comfortable. As always, all of these things are all about getting a rhythm going and finding your own way of holding the needle and moving the yarn and so on. Now we're on a right side row, so we knit the last stitch. So now we're going to slide all the way back to the other side of my circular needle, the other end of my circular needle, and start introducing the second colour. Oh, it's so exciting. Okay, so we've done the main colour, and the contrast colour, remember the edge stitch is a self edge stitch, so it never gets worked in anything other than the main colour. So now it's a bit easier to remember that you've got to slip it, but you're slipping it now on every orange row. So slip that one. Now we have to start working with burps or brioche pearls, because what we have to do, this knit stitch is going to carry on here in the main colour. The stitches either side are going to be in the contrast colour, but on this side of the work they are pearls. Okay, this is a knit, this is a pearl, this is a knit, this is a pearl. So we have to start with a brioche pearl in the contrast colour, and I'm just going to loop it over and take it through. And now we have to do a slip one, yarn over. So we already know how to do that, and we already know how to do brioche pearls because we had some practice. So slip one yarn over the knit stitch and brioche pearl the shawled stitch all the way to the end. Now I'm using the shortcut way. Let's just go back and remind you how you can do it the other way if you're not happy with that. So slip that one, yarn over all the way round and brioche pearl. Slip one, yarn over all the way round, brioche pearl. Now I'm going into the fast route, faster. Slip one yarn round and off the needles, brioche pearl. And slip the last stitch because it never gets worked in the contrast colour. So there we've got our new colour introduced. It won't look like much at the moment. So let's now turn around. Now we've got both our yarns at this end of the work. Now there's a few things to note about when you have two yarns. The first thing is you always have to work the main colour first. That's the rule. Okay, so you work the main colour across first and then the contrast colour. Now once you've worked the main colour is this end and the contrast colour is that end. What happens if you get interrupted and you forget which end you were working on? You've got one at each end now. How do I know what I've done and what I haven't done? How do I know what my last row was? Well, if you look at this row, the colour that is the shawl, that is the last colour you worked. Okay, so the last colour we worked was this one. So we know we've got to do this one next. And as I say, when they're together it's easier, but when one's at each end you might not be sure. So look at the shawls, and that was the colour that was worked last. Okay, so that was, we've done row 1 from your exercises. This is exercise 4. We've done row 1 right side main colour and row 1 right side contrast colour. Now we turn and we do row 2 wrong side main colour and then row 2 wrong side contrast colour. Now because this is now a purl row and we are slipping the stitches just on the contrast colour row, we now have to purl this stitch rather than knit it, because we are sort of on the purl side for the main colour. I hope that'll make more sense as we carry on anyway. So slip 1, this is a bit loose, let's not worry about that. We're going to do a slip 1, yarn over, and we are going to do a burp or a brioche purl on this side, because in this colour and this stitch, this is a purl stitch. Okay, so we now have to brioche purl the main colour. All right, so you alternate between what you have to do with each colour each time you use it. And again, you must learn to read your knitting, because that's the only way you're going to get to be confident enough to know what the next row needs. Okay, we know we had to use a main colour because you always have to use that one first. We know we have to wrap a shawl around any individual stitch. So the short stitch, because this is a row of purls, we know we have to brioche purl it. Okay, so just keep practicing understanding what needs to be done next by looking at what's been done before. It will be so much easier than having to follow the pattern all the time. When you get on to more increases and decreases and things, it's useful to follow the pattern, but with just plain brioche where you're doing single stripes of columns, you can do it by reading your knitting. And what are we doing? We've got to purl this last one because we're on a purl side for the main colour. Okay, so here's what I mean about, you've put it down, you've picked it up, you've got, this is just my tail here of orange, you've got your orange yarn one side hanging about there, and you've got your main yarn cream on this side. So if you put that down and came back and you think, where was I? Look at the shawls, they are in the cream, so the last row you worked was a cream. So you know you've got to slide all the way back and now work an orange row. All right, so let's get going with our orange. So we're doing the wrong side contrast colour. So we slip the first stitch and we do a brioche knit, slip 1, yarn over, brioche knit. Because we're going from working one colour to two colours, it may look a bit odd at the moment. Normally you would start with your two colours. So let's just work a bit further and then I'll explain how the columns work. Okay, so now we're on the right side. So on this side, our original colour, main colour, is going to carry up with knits, and our orange colour is going to carry up with pearls. Okay. On the reverse side, our orange colour is the knits, because that's their side, that's where they shine, and the contrast colour will be the pearls. If we do a couple more rows, we'll be able to see that properly. So we're back to row 1, right side, main colour. Knit the first stitch, slip 1, yarn round, brioche, knit, slip 1, yarn round, brioche, knit. The first few rows of the pattern, I always have to, when I'm working 2 colours, I always have to look very carefully, because initially it can often look like you're going wrong until it sorts itself out into the right sort of sequence that you can see. So we're on the right side, so we're going to knit the last stitch. We slide back to do the contrast colour on the right side. So slip the first one, and this is where we do a brioche purl. Slip 1, yarn over, brioche purl, because the knit stitches are going to carry on in the cream, because that's their side, that's their right side, and the orange stitches are going to be the pearls, so we're brioche purling them. And slip the last stitch. So we've done both colours on the right side, turn to the wrong side, and now this might start to make a bit more sense now. On this side, the orange is the main knit colour, so ignore really the one colour from below, and the white is, or the cream is, the pearl. So we start with the main colour, and because we're on the wrong side, we're actually going to purl that first selvage stitch. Slip 1 yarn over, and with purl, remember that comes back to the front, and now brioche purl. Slip 1 yarn over and to the front, brioche purl. Slip 1 yarn over and round to the front, brioche purl. Already this is feeling lovely and squishy. It creates a beautiful texture. May take longer than other types of work, but we're all used to having long projects, aren't we? So it just creates beautiful texture and it's reversible. And purl the last stitch. Slide along to do the orange. If you forget to do that sometimes, often I've done that, I've turned round and I've thought, okay, I'm working on the white, and you get started and you think, no, that can't be right. Things are in the wrong place. So you will realise if you try and do it the wrong way fairly quickly that oh yeah, of course, I've left that yarn up there and I've got to do something with it first. Okay, so this is row 2, wrong side contrast colour, slip the first stitch, and then this is where the contrast colour is king. So the contrast colour is a bark or brioche knit. Yarn forward, slip 1 yarn over, brioche knit. Yarn forward, slip 1 yarn over, brioche knit, all the way along to the last stitch. And slip the last stitch. Okay, look, it's coming on now. So we've got predominantly orange this side and predominantly white this side. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'll leave you to do a few more rows, however many you feel you would like to do. And then in the next session, just come out a bit, we're going to be moving on to this syncopated idea, which we did with one colour. And I actually prefer that on the, oh, look at it on that side. Don't you think that's fabulous, the way those colours just sort of come in and gently go out again? And that's syncopation. So we'll be doing that next.